Hey everybody, this is Future Wrestling Legends owner Clarence Watkins, and as I told everybody about a week ago, we will be doing an interview with our champion, new heavyweight champion, Jay Ellis. And on top of it, we also got another interview going on, the man who broke Cold-Hearted Demon's nose, Banjo the General Man. First person I'm going to interview tonight will be Banjo the General Man. So if you can, Banjo, come on out. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
So, about 3 weeks ago, you broke Cold-Hearted Demon's nose with a knee. How do you feel about that? Now, we heard in the match you trying to apologize to him and Baba Yaga telling you to stop it. How are your feelings on that whole situation?
Well, on my feeling, it's like I don't really have a feeling about it. I just know that I didn't mean to do it on purpose. I was just like showing the people what I'm all about, and it's like it's best for business.
Okay. But personally, gimmick-wise, you go out as the General Man Coleman.
Yeah.
As someone that everybody seems to love, but we all, even in the roster, thinks you're a little too hype about it. What is your plans here at Future Wrestling Legends? What do you hope to achieve?
Well, I hope to achieve the win at my first championship, World Heavyweight Championship, and keep going till I reach my goal to become a WWE superstar.
All right, now you just mentioned to be the heavyweight champion. As everybody knows, we did just crown our champion last week. Congratulations again, Jay Ellis. Do you have any words towards him, seeing as the fact he is the big dog of the company right now?
Well, I know he's the big dog, but pretty soon somebody's gonna come out there and challenge him for that title. And when somebody do challenge him for that title, it's whether then they good enough to fight him, beat him, or they whether or they ready just walk away. Cause for me, I'm like the type of person like I'll go right now. I'll go out there and say I'll challenge for the title. If I beat him, I become world champion. But if he beat me, I'm just like back in the line like everybody else.
Do you feel confident enough to face him and beat him in the championship match? What are your feelings about that?
Well, I know I dreamed of becoming a champion one day for Future Wrestling Legends, but I got the confidence that I can beat him for the championship belt.
Okay. Now, in the past year since we've signed you, as we stated on our Facebook page, we've been around for a year, and come sometime in May will be a year on Facebook. You shortly joined, last June, July?
Yeah, I think like last June or July. Yeah, one of them.
And since then, how do you feel that you've progressing in this company? Not only talent-wise, but going up the ranks. You've been in the tournament matches now. You faced some of the best. You've obviously broken a legend's nose now.
Well, for me, how do I feel? Well, I feel like great. But I just feel like great, awesome that I get to wrestle for a company that I never did before. But pretty much it's like I just trying to get up there to reach my goal. It's like I just wanted to be. Every kid wanted to become a WWE superstar. Every kid wanted to dream of becoming a WWE superstar. I want that kid.
Okay, talent-wise, how do you feel you've progressed in that? Now, when you came to us, you didn't know how to do a headlock. You didn't really, and you were a full-blown green guy. You've watched it your whole life since a child, but never really done anything. Since you started, how do you feel your talents progressed with your wrestling moves and wrestling style as itself?
Okay, well, when I first came to y'all guy, I didn't know nothing. I didn't know nothing because I haven't have a chance. And my style now, what I'm doing now, I'm doing great, and I'm good. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Alrighty. Well, to us, from what we've seen and what we've watched, and with you training and everything in the past year, you have talent-wise exploded so much. From not knowing nothing to doing doing what you do and doing so well, and the progression of your talent-wise. has came along so far, and we're happy to have you.
Well, thank you, but I'm glad to be here. I'm just glad to be here, and I'm glad that I made friends with the roster, and glad I met people, and I'm just glad that one of these days I'll become World Heavyweight Champion for the company. No.
Well, keep it up, Banjo. I mean, like I said, we're very proud of you and everything.
Thank you.
Take good care of yourself. Make sure you don't be breaking anyone else's nose.
It's just bad for business. I don't mean to do it.
It's part of the business. It's what's going to happen. You take it easy. Keep progressing, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. Have a good night.
All right. This is words from Banjo, the General Man Coleman, personally, and his wrestling style himself. A little bit more in depth in how he is. The last person we're interviewing tonight is our recently crowned champion. For about 2-3 months now, has been battling back and forth with a lot of people, not only in the back but also out here in the wrestling area. Ooh, crap. Sorry, excuse me. Now he's got a lot of heart and soul into it now. He's one of the last few people that we've signed within a year ago as of Banjo the General Man. So, I'd like to introduce our heavyweight champion, Banjo the General. Not Banjo. Jay Ellis. You got the title today?
Yeah.
In a rush to get out here?
Yeah. I didn't think about grabbing it. Thought about grabbing it.
All right. Obviously, one of our first questions is going to be, how do you feel after the win for the tournament spot? And how more do you feel knowing you didn't face Cold Hearted Demon at full potential?
Well, I'm not going to really say that it was like a good thing facing Cold Hearted Demon when he wasn't fully ready, because I rather would have had a match with him when he was fully ready, recovered, and ready to wrestle. But that stuff that he went through with Homicidal Bucket, that's a heavy match.
Now, do you think it was poor judgment on us to allow put Cold Hearted Demon in the tournament match, even though he done lost completely, and especially literally right after that grueling match with Homicidal Bucket?
Yeah, I had to say yeah. I mean, the board know they shouldn't have put him in that match, but the only reason why they put him in that match is because the person who called me out, what's that guy's name? The Legend BT.
Yeah, I believe he was up in the tournaments. He was there to face you for that. Yes.
He didn't even show up, so we had to keep the show going, and we had to keep everything, like I said, rocking and rolling. And Cold Hearted decided to take BT's spot since BT couldn't show up.
Now, do you feel that was a good thing for business, or do you feel that that was a bad thing?
It's both, because you know what I'm saying. I am the new World Heavyweight Champion. But then at the same time, it's bad because Cold Hearted could have been even more hurt than what he was when he got in that match.
That's true. He did go in that match with the broken nose still.
Broken nose.
It's healing great from what we've seen. What have you done since you became champion? I mean, have you went out and done any parties? Have you done any like Ric Flair type stuff?
Definitely.
What have you been doing?
Definitely not. After I won the belt, I probably went home, played video games, celebrated, you know what I'm saying, did a lot of stuff that not people need to know about in this type of area of business.
That's personal.
Yeah, what I'm doing, that's kind of personal. But, I mean, I had a couple beers, you know what I'm saying, but what really struck me is, like, after I won the title, I already had people calling me out.
I was going to say, within a week of having it, you had, who was it? Tim the Immortal Beast Fury challenged you out. And I believe someone on the roster, I don't remember exactly who, but who was the other person that called you out?
BT the Legend, or the Legend BT, or whatever he goes by now.
And we still call him Butt Tickler.
Yeah, Butt Tickler. Oh, and what I just recently seen, Banjo kind of called me out. I'm not going to say he full-fledged called me out, but he kind of called me out. I just want to let everybody know on our roster, since I won, don't take me lightly. Don't take me lightly at all. I'm going to be stepping up my game a lot more, just so I don't lose my title within a week or so.
Yeah, like we stated earlier, it's been about 3 months now of this tournament going on, and you've fought Cold Hearted Demon a couple times in it. I believe you faced Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
And a couple others throughout everything. How do you feel the tournaments went and your progression in the tournaments?
The tournaments went good. I can say I progressed pretty well through the tournaments because I learned a lot more from a lot of the wrestlers out here. I can say that I wish a couple people would have just really been down in their game and been here to really be with the tournaments instead of having other things going on with other people, other stuff that I'm not going to say about.
Personal business,
personal
whatever.
issues.
How do you feel about the whole situation of the company and how it's going?
I mean,
with you being new champion, I mean, I guess you would have a say so, and the board would have to listen to you just that little bit more since you are a champion.
Right. I mean, with me, like with the board making me champion, I'm pretty sure that I have to say that was the smartest idea that y'all done so far. But besides that, you guys have, the board has really made a lot of great ideas. You know, we had a lot of people leave the board. You know, we had a lot of people come and go. But through all those problems, through everything, the company really ran stoneheads good. Right?
How do you feel of your progression since you started and your talent since you have started?
To be honest, I can feel like my progression and my talent since I started have grown a lot because when I got here, I really didn't even know what I was doing. Like, I wrestled a little bit in high school, but not a lot of it.
You had the technical part from the high school. I mean, going outside of the technical and the wrestling style experience, how do you feel experimenting, challenge yourself to do the moves that you're doing now? You and Big Crit made the dab chops and dab elbow, and you still use that every match. And every time you do it, I don't know if the camera gets to it, but you do say, screw you, Crit. How do you feel about your partner, because of personal things, having to take a leave of absence?
To be honest, man, you
guys were getting really close, and you guys were close in the back. If someone in the back room, stepped up to one of y'all, the other one was right there to stop it. I mean, you guys were getting really close. A lot of stuff was starting to go on. You guys were going out to the clubs together.
It really kind of was a letdown to see Crit walk like that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? For personal reasons, he had to do what he had to do. He had to do what he had to do, but I was always sad that I would watch Crit walk out like that. It hit me hard. It was like you said, we was getting close. We was going to be a real good tag team.
You guys were getting there. How do you feel about your new tag team partner? What is it, Homicidal Bucket? I believe the board put
man. That's a tag partner right there.
How do you feel about his torn muscle in the back?
Get better, man. Get better. I need you, man. I'm getting called out by people I don't even know, man. We got to put them down. So, I'm looking at you to come back real quick.
So how do you feel about the materials for the ring getting here and process of being built?
Oh, man. It's just like a big drum beating in my heart. I can't wait for the ring to get built. Because I know once the ring get built, it'll be a lot more seriousness, A lot of people will get more serious. The roster, I'm pretty sure our roster will build even more once everything gets settled in. You get that ring, you get more people, and then FWL will take over full reign.
My final question to you today, before we let everybody go here. Do you think, as well, would you agree with the board and owner that some of the rush needs to get a little bit more serious and act like there is a ring around here? Because obviously we have the floor ready for the ring. Yeah. Or getting there. It's a little training spot. This is all just mess around. Just the stuff for training, not actual in the ring. The floor is actually put up and a couple pieces behind us. But since we have the floor, the matting and everything, or the flooring for the ring itself down, you believe that the other talent should be getting as serious as you are? With you being Big Dog, you got to step your game up as it is. Yeah. Do you think everybody else should step their game up even more because of that?
Yeah.
And because they are going after someone that's really great in this company as a champion, and we are also, again, proud to have you as our heavyweight champion.
Thank you. But yeah, just as much as I've been stepping up my game to be the champion and win the title, everybody else needs to step up too. Like you said, people need to take it into serious. It's like we do have a ring out there. Like this is like to me when I go out there and wrestle on the ground and everything until we get our ring, I wrestle like it might be the last match I ever wrestle. So, like you said, and like I agree on, I feel like everybody do need to step up just a little bit more. People need to really come and show their talents and really show what they got.
All right. That was words from our heavyweight champion Jay Ellis. We'd like to doing the dabs again, non-stop. You should see him in the club. That's all he does. I swear, that's all the man has in his dancing routine.
Yeah.
But all right, Jay Ellis, thank you for your time.
Thank
you for the interview. Have a wonderful day and try and relax.
Oh wait.
All right, this is Clarence Watkins from FWL with the interviews of Manager the General Man. You know, heard what he had to say. Had the words from our heavyweight champion Jay Ellis. That will wrap up our interviews for today. Keep paying attention for more stuff coming up. Big news coming soon again. Always big news here in this company. Stay tuned. Thank you for your time.